Welcome back, friends and family. Today, Cars Magazine, September 1960. On the cover, we can see a very wild looking, what I guess from the roof line, it's probably a Ford. And I just wonder what kind of lights from where those lights came from, because they look kind of cool. And as always, I tell you guys, I used to have a 54 Olds with dual quads in the front, and I just love that look. It is so cool, and it's so 60s. Um, when I was smaller and I used to build model kits, I always would build all my 50s cars with, if possible, with like dual quads. Use my little Dremel and make them all like big, the fenders, cut the fenders out. At the end, everything looked like the Golden Sahara kind of. But anyhow, let's get this started. Here you see what's going on in this issue. Sorry, this magazine will fall apart within the end of this video, I guess. The Dodge Slant 6 versus other 6s. Always like that car, but isn't that a little bit too big? I mean, this car is pretty big for a Slant 6, or isn't it? I don't know. It's not a numbers car, is it? I don't know. New for 61. I don't know. It is a cool car and it makes a cool custom. This one guy from the Beatnik, I don't know his name, Spence something, I don't know. He chopped one and it looks cool. And I always loved how he faded. It's like brown and he faded in gold. That looks cool, I think. But other than that, that looks cool if they would have built it that way with their long hood. Kind of looks like a Ford. That van looks pretty cool. This probably is a Falcon. Almost reminds me of a Ford Europe car. That kind of, like the early Capris maybe look like that. I don't know. Almost looks like a Mercedes to me. If you would show me this, I would guess it's like a 1980s W126 Mercedes S-Class. But the lights are a little bit angled, so I guess it's not one. That doesn't mean this looks stupid. I more think that a Mercedes looks not so cool out of those years. And kind of old, Mercedes always looked old to me. Oh wow, a Facel Vega. Wow, excellence. Yeah, that is a pretty car. Those and the dual Chias, they always fascinated me, and they are really like nice looking cars. If I would have lots of money, I would probably get one of those. And I think you even could get one with a Hemi. Most of them have the 440. Or I don't know what year that is. So it's probably, yeah, if it's 60, it's probably the smaller. They didn't have a 440 back then, I guess. But we can check that out if you want to, because I'm interested in that. Oh, it's a 383, yeah, okay. What later became a 440 or 400. Those are really good engines. Those are the only Mopar engines that I like to fix, and they're easy to fix, and they kind of feel like and also be like an early rocket engine. And they have a lot of interchangeable parts. But what a pretty car that is. Beautiful. With the suicide doors in the rear. I've never seen a Facel Vega with suicide doors. A really pretty car. We have a go-kart. Love that little tank there. And there we have the car from the cover. Oh, Pontiac park lights. I wonder which Pontiac they are from. In a Plymouth gravel pen. That's pretty cool, and I love that everything is molded in. And it's definitely a Ford. Yeah, it's definitely a Ford, I guess. Wow, pinstriping, everything pinstriped inside, and beautiful Packard taillights. Man, oh, and Chevy rubber tips. Look at that. That's kind of cool. Even that we all know that they get all hard and then look horrible. What a good looking car. Oh, it's a 54 Mercury. Sorry guys, I really thought it's a Ford. Sorry, but a really cool looking car. Here you can read that if you want to. There we have a Ford Shoebox. Wow. With Packard floating grill from a 51 Meteor. Wow, that's nice. Is a Meteor is the say it, I don't know. It's not the Canadian model of that car. No, that would have a different grill, I guess. Is it supercharged? What is that thing here? Do you see that? In there under the hood. Almost looks like a Paxton Charger. I love that little trunklet. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a good looking car. Beautiful car. Bill's power plant is equipped with a raised Harman and Collins Kelvin shaft. High combustion has. I really thought that looks like a supercharger. It really does look like a Paxton Charger to me. Or a McCulloch. I can't say that name. I never can say that. But it really looks like one. Sad that they did not feature anything about that. Octane numbers, fact or fiction? Wow. The only thing that really shocked me, wrenching on all the cars, and especially like wrenching on 1930s cars and 40s cars and then 50s, and there's a big difference between early 50s and later 50s cars. I think in the 40s, gasoline still was horrible. Same with oil, and like every lubricant you had in your car probably was not really that good. That continued, of course, till like the 70s if you look at old oil cans that you maybe find. But what I really think is very interesting is in the late 50s, they had crazy octane numbers, and there was a saying somewhere that I think the best gasoline that you could get was in like the late 50s, early 60s. They really was on top of their game, I think. What I heard, I think maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. If you like take a 59, 60 Cadillac or whatever, they had way higher compression numbers than they had in the early 50s, and I think that really had to do with a really, really good gasoline. Also, if you run one or you were driving a 50s car in the 90s, it was running not so good, and then you probably had like timing issues or something like that, and it's all compression, it's all octane. I always get the highest octane available at the gas station for my cars, and I wish I could get just racing gas. I don't know, but check out this crazy looking car. Looks tiny. There we have Mickey Thompson's Challenger. Was that Pontiac powered at the time? I think it was Pontiac. I covered. We talked about that in another video. Crazy. That looks like the alley where my friend lives. And there's a beautiful belly tanker. Is it from Ely? No, it's Redwood City. Ely, Nevada. Nice town. So there we have more. Wow. Cool. A Lathan supercharger on Bill's, I can't say that name, Mercedes 300 SLR. Cost German factory man to shutter, but gave 20% more power and 30% battery economy. I bet. Wow, that is really cool. I wish they would show. Wow. Is that car? No, that's an SL, and that is a 300 SLR. Crazy. That is crazy. There's still a guy who races a 300 SL, the Gullwing car, at Bonneville, I think. And I think it's a real one, and I think that's pretty cool. Oh shit. Yeah. So I guess this is still... Wow, look at the angle. That small block is angled at. Wow, modified Chevy V8 engine and a healthy car built up by Bruce Crowder, I guess from Crowder Cams. Is tilted to the right to allow left side drive shaft. Noted long ram tubes to tune. Wow, yes. That is so cool. That is really, really cool. Wow. Novi V8 supercharged engine. Crazy. But is that a V8? Then it probably has like twin sparks and all that. Crazy. Wow, look at those mag wheels. Man, that is cool. That is insane. Is that still about... Oh, no, those are Indy cars. Man, that is cool. I love stuff like this. That is really cool. Wow, there we have Big Daddy Roth. You know what? I have this right here on my desk. Oh, sorry. I'm a play kid. But, child, sorry. I always loved the Outlaw. Always. And it's one reason why I wanted those Scott tops for my olds. I think that's a Cadillac engine though. I always loved the 59 Chevy headlight trim things, I guess. I don't know. Everything about that is so cool. And this is, I think, also a cut down 59 grill. Very cool looking. Very, very cool looking car. I saw it at the Peterson and I always thought it's cool. And a guy, Jimmy C, I guess, he bought the molds for it. And then I remember, like in the early 2000s, they were all talking about that you could buy one. It's gonna be a small series. And besides, I think Fritz Schenk, I've never seen anyone build one. I know one guy started one, but they never finished it, which I kind of think it's sad. So I guess it's a Cadillac engine. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's a 50 Eldorado. Engines is a 331. And those things, it's a German little car. I think it's a 3-cylinder or a 2-cylinder, and they have the radiator behind the engine. So I don't know if it's that engine, that radiator. Who knows? But overall, really cool. Really cool. Really cool. I always like that. Pin size powerhouse. Sorry that my... Wow, look at that e-brake. That is really cool. That's a good idea and it looks awesome. Wow. Someone spent some time at the drill press, I guess. Cool. Really cool. Fiberglass Sabra from Israel. And you know what? I think I've seen that car at a My Classic car video here on YouTube. So maybe I find that and I feature that with you. I think it was white and I think it's like 1 of 10 or whatever. I don't know, but it's a really cool car. Looks nice. You know, if you would see the rear, you almost think it's a Mercedes or something. But yeah, the front almost looks like something Japanese, like a Mazda or a Toyota. No, you know what? The one on My Classic car that I was thinking about, it was a small series out of South Africa or something. That reminded me of that car. The Thomas Experimental 2 cycle. That thing looks wild. Crazy. Another card. I don't know if you guys all want to read about that stuff. There's a Tucker. Those are all the stories from earlier. I guess this is gonna be a shorter video. Just destroy the magazine for you guys. Install the favorite custom lenses. So those, I guess those are Packards. What do we start with? Looks like Mercury or something. Step 1, remove them. Step 2, cut that thing off. 3, I don't know what they do there. Jesus. Cams and valve gear for deep breathing. Look at that slingshot dragster. Cool. The California cam. Everything cool was California. Nowadays it's different. Anyhow, thanks for watching. It's under 20 minutes. I hope you like this. If you hit the like and subscribe. And I know most of the guys are just here for the lowrider videos, but I think that this stuff is also really cool. And if you're into model building or something like that, model kits, I think this is pretty cool to see stuff like that. So yeah, hope to see you in the next one. The next one is gonna be a lowrider video again, okay? I promise. Have a good day. Bye.